everybody, it's Chris from Triple C Mania Games. Let's try to get this video in tonight. It's actually pretty tired. I know it's kind of early for me, but it's actually kind of tiring, honestly. But on today's comic book issue of the day, I'm going to go over one of my favorite comic book characters, and not a lot of people know much about Julia Carpenter, right? So her original origin was in the Avengers West Coast, I believe, number 85. I think that was in 1983 or 92, 93. Anyways, Julia Carpenter is actually the Spiderwoman. I believe she's the second Spiderwoman. This is Spiderwoman number 1, volume 2. Came out in 1993. There are 3 variants to this copy. You have the original copy here, which is a direct edition. You have a newsstand copy. And then you also have a Australian copy where the price up here is actually a little more than $1.75. I think it's like $2, I think it is. But anyways, this copy here in high grade goes about $8 to $10, and this is almost a mint condition copy. I was able to find myself a really nice copy of this book. But look at that. The artwork is fantastic. If you're familiar with the Spider-Woman in the red suit, red, yellow, white suit back from the 80s, 70s, 80s, she's different. Julia Carpenter is different. Her suit's black and white, has some gray to it, and she's just a different type of character. Now, to find out her actual origin, like I said earlier, you need to read through Avengers West Coast 85. Goes into more details about Julia Carpenter and how she becomes this one. But obviously, as a spider, we know that. But this book here is actually pretty good. What I've started to realize is that books from the 70s, 80s, and 90s have a way better storyline than anything in the recent 2000s. Now, there are some good books in the 2000s that are pretty good. But honestly, a lot of them are just ads and artwork. There's really no actual storyline to them, and it kind of is depressing. This one here kind of goes into a little bit about Julia. It talks about her daughter, Rachel, and her parents coming to visit. And she does take on this character. He's like a tarantula-based character. You learn that, Julia has a lot of power, but unfortunately, she wears out pretty quickly. And the book actually ends up finishing up where she collapses, and her parents don't really know who she is, but her daughter does. And so they're trying to keep that a secret, but unfortunately the secret's no longer able to be kept towards the end of book number 1. Now for this series, it is a 4-part book series. And I think the original one, volume 1 was like a 30 or 40 issue series. But this one being only 4 issues, I definitely recommend picking it up. You honestly could go down to a local comic shop or an LCS and probably pick up all 4 of these books. I would say less than $10. I mean, most of them are going to be back issues, dollar bins, and just be available for that, So, but anyways, I highly recommend you checking out this comic book series. It kind of gives you a different stage of what you think Spider-Woman to be. Now, there have been other comics of Spider-Woman in the future, or in the recent years, but Spider-Woman is one of those characters that, honestly, never really stuck or took for some reason. Now, unless you're talking about Spider-Gwen, which obviously has taken off these days, which I think is a great series. Multiple versions of Spider-Gwen are out there. But one of my first loves is Julia Carpenter. Not only is the artwork is fantastic, she's beautifully drawn in this book, and her suit is amazing. I think this is actually better than the red and yellow suit from the original series. I like this a lot better. It just brings out kind of like a Black Cat / vibe to it, which I really enjoy, because I just think that kind of character just has something extra to bring to the comic book universe that we don't always talk about. But yeah, this is the first solo series featuring Julia Carpenter as Spider-Woman. And if you want to be particular, let me see here real quick. Other than Spider-Woman 1, Volume 1, which came out, let me see. Dang it. Make sure I get this right for you. So Spider-Woman 1 debuted in 1978. Volume 2 is 1993. Volume 3 was 1999. Volume 4 was 2009. Volume 5 was 2014, 15. Then they have recent one, 2020, 2023. And there's been some other ones small here, like Spider-Woman Origin, Spider-Woman Saga, just some kind of in-between books there. But none, like I said, none was really taken off. But really what you want to read is the 50 issues. So yeah, Spider-Woman Volume 1's 50 issues, and the Spider-Woman number 2 is 4 issues. So I highly recommend taking a look at those books. Like, come on, look at this. The artwork just means, like, she's getting beat up. You can see her face mask is coming off here. Talks about rematch with LiQWYD, who is a massive tarantula that's going on here. And then you get this cool icon up here. You kind of see a little bit about her in that suit. She has those white gloves on, kind of like Madam Web. And she has like grayish white like leggings. And then she has this black and white bodysuit with her mask being covered. And then she has this amazing reddish blonde hair. But her nickname is actually referred to as Red because of the reddish style hair in here. But hey, what do I know? Anyways, check out Julia Carpenter, Spider-Woman number 2, Spider-Woman number 1, Volume 2. You definitely will be pleased with what you're reading. Kristen out.